What is up, my dudes? And the one girl who came to this page because she saw the word exhaust and thought we were going to talk about how social media is so exhausting. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, well actually, before I tell you about today, remember to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, family, neighbors, aliens that abduct you in the middle of cornfields and want to touch your butt. They love this stuff, trust me. Today, we are working on the Iron 883 Sportster. What are we doing? Well, I don't know if you know it or not, but no one has ever said, man, that Sportster stock exhaust is so awesome. It sounds so good. Hear that rumble. What a Harley sound. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. So we are taking this exhaust, getting rid of it, and popping on two of these. Still in bags. These are Cobra neighbor haters for a Sportster. So before we get into this, I want to talk about a few things. First off, why I chose slip-ons, why I chose Cobra neighbor haters, and what we're hoping for today. So to start with the very bare basics, I went with slip-ons for one main reason. When it comes to Harley, in recent times at least, their exhaust has gone to a 2-1-2 system. What that means is each head has its own pipe, exhaust pipe coming off of it. There's one in the front, one in the back. What happens after that is they kind of meet in the middle and then they splay off again and they form two in the back. So 2-1-2. The reason for that is when it comes down to that middle section and it goes to that one piece, that's where Harley's been putting their catalytic converters. That's to meet EPA standards and all that fun stuff. So a lot of people will either knock out that catalytic converter or they'll replace the head pipe strictly because they're on the track, because I think it's illegal on the road or something. So they'll get rid of that. They get rid of it so they can have a little bit more sound, a little bit more horsepower, and your engine actually runs a little bit cooler because like the exhaust is flowing through that pipe a little bit more freely. When I went to choose the exhaust for this bike, I realized that the old school Evo engines that a Sportster still uses do not have that catalytic converter. They do not use the 2-1-2 system. They actually just use a 1-to-1 system. One pipe coming off the front, going all the way back to its exhaust. One pipe on the back, going all the way to its exhaust. So there's really no reason to get rid of these head pipes. And quite honestly, I like these heat shields with like the little round cutouts in them and stuff. I forgot what it's called. It's, I don't know, like machine gun or something cool. Something definitely cool. So there really wasn't a reason to get rid of these. I did think about it for a while and I almost went with the Vance & Hine short shots. I strayed away from the short shots for no other reason than pretty much anyone who owns a Sportster or most, you know, older Dynas and stuff have short shots on their bike if they're still doing a 2-to-2. So I wanted something a little bit different. The other reason for choosing the Cobra neighbor haters is Betty, my Road Glide, uses a Cobra Pro Chamber head pipe, and then it also uses Cobra neighbor haters. I really like the sound, so for me it was just kind of a no-brainer. It is a little bit weird to me. I'm not quite sure how these are going to sound. Only because from what I understood and what sort of like research I was doing, these seem to be fairly new to the market. They also seem to there's no like videos of people using them, putting them on their bike and showing you a sound difference and all that stuff. So this I am pioneering this crap right now. So when you see other people's videos talking about how they put their neighbor haters on their Sportster, you saw it here first. Yeah. So before we take anything apart on the bike, I'm gonna start it up in this enclosed garage because that's always a good idea. Actually, I'll be opening the garage door a little bit. It is very rainy and very windy out today, so that's why everything's closed. But I'm gonna start everything up so you can get an idea of the sound of a Sportster stock. Spoiler alert, it basically just sounds like a bad fart over and over and over again. It's like the longest, saddest fart your uncle let out at Thanksgiving when he fell asleep on the couch watching football. That's the sound of a Sportster. So let's get into that right now, and then I'm going to go into popping these on. Quite honestly, I don't know how detailed I'm going to be installing them. Sorry. I'll do what I can. Honestly, it's a couple bolts and a couple clamps. Pretty much anything on a Sportster is pretty much a couple bolts and a couple clamps. It's a pretty easy bike to work on, especially for what's like stuff like this, which is basically just considered like cake decorating, in the words of Jesse James. So, all right, let's get to that sound. All right, guys, so we're back. I just let the pipes cool down a little bit. As you can tell, things are very smoky there. It's because it's pretty damn cold right now, and this bike is moist due to just being in the garage and stuff. So it looks like we're gonna have to pull a screw here to get rid of the heat shield that covers the actual exhaust here. And then there's a bolt here. And it's the same over here. Like we have a screw here and a screw here for the heat shield. And then a bolt. Feels like it's underneath. And that should be the clamp that actually takes that exhaust off. We're going to try and avoid removing this heat shield, which we should be able to get away with not doing, the way everything connects. But yeah, let's try that right now, shall we? In fact, let's make this really easy. Yeah, how easy was that? They just fell right off. Magic. All right, how about we get rid of these exhaust pipes next? Boom, just like that, they're gone. So, I was correct. Just the clamp here, bam, and they twist right off. The one thing I did forget, I didn't realize, so I want to point it out to you, is each one of the exhausts sit on like one of these rails, and each of these rails have 2 bolts. So you just got to go underneath, pop them off here and here. Our new Cobra neighbor haters don't have heat shields, so we don't have to worry about this, and they do have those little clamp areas where they can bolt in as well. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange. But while there's no exhaust on this bike, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, you are. Let's do it. awesome. All right, guys, let's get these neighbor haters on there. Ready? Boom! They are on, they are done. They are easy to put on. Let's take a moment to really enjoy these. So just real quick, I want to give you a size comparison versus the stock with its heat shield versus this Cobra. So here, it'll come up to about there. Try not to scratch my Cobra in the process. You can see, it goes a couple inches further back. It's a little bit thicker. It's definitely heavier. So we stripped a little bit of weight by putting these Cobras on. So I don't know about you, but I want to hear this thing fired up. Let's do it. So seriously, that sounded awesome. I knew that they were gonna have like a beast sound just because like I said, the Cobras on my bike have been fantastic. Honestly, when I first put the neighbor haters on my Road Glide, I'd ride a Road Glide Special if this happens to be your first day here. 2018 Road Glide Special. Nonetheless, when I first put my neighbor haters on, I was a little bit worried because I didn't get that super throaty like sound, and I was like, damn, did I just buy the wrong pipe? It sounded good, but it didn't have that thunder. Then I put the Pro chamber on, which actually removes the catalytic converter, and holy hell, night and day. So this right here is just crazy. That sounds amazing. I think it's a really good in-between from that really bad fart you heard in the beginning to no exhaust at all, which just sounded insane, to that was just thunder. So tell you what, I'm gonna put the sound comparison from the first and the last here right now, so check it out. Good, right? Like, that is Cobra. You guys, you know how to make exhaust. This is awesome. So yeah, I would like to take the bike out to ride it today, but seriously, it is rainy, nasty, and we're getting like 50, 60 mile an hour winds and all that crap. So I could ride it. I'm not going to enjoy it. To actually make a moto vlog is going to be a huge pain. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait on that part. But besides that, I mean, this is it. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on how to install an exhaust. Like I said, it's a couple bolts and a clamp. Make sure you use blue Loctite.
Make sure you clean your pipe before you turn it on. That way you don't have like fingerprints or oil or anything that burn onto the pipe. Me personally, I use gloves, and I still clean the pipe just to make sure. But aside from that, if you're enjoying the content, if you like it here, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, family, sad little Harley boys that have stock exhaust on and they're still trying to tell you that they're cool. And yeah, I'll see you guys all on the flip side.